Okay, so today we're going to show you how to make an easy pineapple salsa. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this pineapple up. Okay, so we're just going to cut through the middle of this pineapple. Now you have the core exposed. We're just going to take your knife and you're just going to make a little V in there. And pop out that core. So next we're going to take this pineapple and we're just going to go through it long ways. And we're just going to cube it up. And we're going to put this in a food processor till it's like slush. So we're just going to place all this pineapple in the food processor with a blade, and we're going to process it till it's like a snow. So here we got our pineapple. It's all ground up like a slush, and we're going to be adding a few ingredients to this to make our salsa. So we're going to add our seasonings. 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon chili powder. So we're going to add the zest and the juice from a lime and a lemon. When you zest these things, you don't want to get a lot of white in there. You just want to get the green or the yellow if it's lemon. So you just want to do it very lightly. You don't want to get a lot of white in there. So here we have the zest of the lemon and of the lime. Now we're going to cut these in half and take the juice out of both of them. So the way I take the juice out of the lemon or lime is I just take and cut it in half, and then I'll take the lemon or the lime and I'll just put a fork in there, and I'll just work that lemon or that with the fork, work the fork back and forth while you squeeze it a little bit. And that'll get it all soft in there and your juice will come right out. We're going to do the same thing with the lime also. Then we're just going to strain the seeds out with a tea strainer. So here we have both lemons and limes that are squeezed, and we're just going to strain that into another dish. And we have our lemon and our lime juice. We're going to add that to our salsa. That's going to go in the salsa. Now we're going to add our lime and our lemon zest to the pineapple. We're going to take about a half a bunch of cilantro and we're going to cut that up and add that in there also. The way I usually do it with parsley of any kind, Italian, cilantro, or regular parsley, is if you have a sharp enough knife, you can just take your knife and kind of push back on the leaves a little bit with your knife kind of on an angle, and you can just shave these leaves right off of here. And if you get a few stalks, you just kind of pick through them, but the majority of all the stalks are left out. You only have a few small ones, and you can just pick those off if you have some. So what I like to do when I chop any kind of parsley or rosemary or thyme, fresh herbs, is I like to take my knife and put my finger on top of the knife like this and hold on to that tip with your fingers not under the knife. And I use my hand on the back, on the handle of the knife, to go up and down. And I use that front to just rock on it. So it's just rocking and I'm holding on to it as I'm going through the parsley. Another way to do this too is to just chop it. So we're going to take this cilantro. This is a full bunch. We're only going to add about a half a bunch to it, to the pineapple salsa, and the rest we'll wrap and we'll freeze it. We'll use it again. So now we're just going to mix all this salsa up. Now we're going to take this and we're going to coat it over our chicken breast. After we top the chicken breast, we're going to be adding a jalapeno to that. You want to be careful when you're working with these. If you get this stuff on your hands and you rub your eyes or something, the oils are going to stay on your fingers. They're going to burn whatever you touch. So be careful and wash your hands really good after you're done, or wear gloves if you can. You want to split this down the middle, and you want to take out the seeds. You can just use a spoon, a handle, up with a spoon, and you just want to scoop them out. The seeds are the hottest. The jalapeno is very nice in the salsa. It adds a little sweetness, actually. So what we're going to do with this jalapeno is we're just going to slice it all the way down into long little slices. Then just take it and you're going to mince it up small. Once you get it chopped up a little smaller, then you can take your knife and just mince it up nice and small. Now you can add this to your salsa or you can top it. I think we're going to throw it right in the salsa today instead of topping it. It'll really add some nice flavor to it. I'm going to mix that all up in there. This is going to go on top of our chicken breast. So here we have our chicken breast. We're going to season it up with a little bit of garlic salt. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. And just a dash of some seasoning salt. This helps to kick up that little bit of saltiness. We're going to take our salsa. We're going to top that salsa right over the top of that chicken. We're going to put this in the broiler on high. If you don't have a high setting, you can do 400. You want to do it not at the very top rack slot, but like the second from the top. So you just got to watch it. If it's starting to brown too much, you can just turn it down a little lower. Or you can bake it at 400 degrees. It'll take about 20 to 25 minutes for it to finish. So what we want is this chicken. Here it is out of the broiler. It took about 25 minutes. We want that to be 165 degrees. And this one is reading about 166. So that's pretty good. You can let it sit for a few more minutes. It'll actually climb a few degrees. Let's see how it looks. There we have a chicken breast, nicely cooked and done. So you can take these, you can put a sauce with them if you like. You can slice them up the next day. You can put them in a wrap, top of a salad. It's just absolutely delicious.